Today's video is requested by TheOdd1sOut. Thank you for your suggestion, and I hope you and everyone else enjoys. Now, on with the video. Class 1A chat. Hey guys. Don't answer him. What? Why?
Hey Sarah.
What's up man? Traitors. What is going on? Kaminari and I were having an interesting conversation.
About what?
It's nothing. Dude, there's nothing wrong with this conversation. My mom is a good person. Oh my god. Shut up and spit it out already. Fine. I won't say everything, but we were talking about our parents' punishments when we were kids. We're still kids. That is true. I meant like, toddlers.
Wait, why would you say your mom is a good person then? Her punishment mustn't have been that bad.
She would just put me in timeout. Surrounded by rubber so he wouldn't use his quirk, hahaha. But, did Kaminari act up when he got in trouble? I mean, I wasn't a full-on angel. Of course I acted out.
I don't think that's bad. She must have just been trying to protect him and others around him, Kiro.
That won't make us view your mother differently. Yeah, I'm sure there are worse or embarrassing ways other children were punished. Wait a second. Oh no. Oh. What's this I'm seeing? Hahaha. Kaken. Hahaha finally. Kaken.
I smell some tea.
Indeed. When Deku got in trouble, Auntie would make him go to court, hahaha. Kaken. It's embarrassing.
Wait, what do you mean court? Was his mom really that strict? Tell us.
I'm interested to see how that went. It wasn't really court. The judge was always Kaken's mom. What would she say? I can finally call him out. Kaken. You better answer with the shitty responses you said as a kid, Deku.
Just do it already.
Shut up, raccoon fuck.
Rude. Why am I nervous?
Mr. James, on Saturday morning at 10:03 a.m., you were observed coloring a picture of a dinosaur. Is that true?
Yeah? Can we go to recess?
Wesis.
That's adorable.
Even though your mom had repeatedly asked you to clean up your toys, you disobeyed her and colored anyway?
Oh, Midoriya.
You bad boy.
Never would have thought Midoriya would be the one to disobey his mom.
Yeah, no offense, but you're like a goody two-shoes.
I would think, especially as a child.
I plead the fifth.
You what? Hahaha bro. You really are answering as your kid self here.
Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Wait, hahaha. This is great. What would Midoriya say?
Would she give a sentence?
I wish you didn't ask that. How could I have forgotten? She would usually say. And Deku, you better answer or I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Kaken.
James, I hereby sentence you to 15 minutes in the timeout corner.
I'm not going back to timeout!
Whoa whoa whoa.
Midoriya yelled at his mom. Well, as a fellow child troublemaker, I would have probably done the same thing.
Honestly, same.
Yeah. I want exactly the most innocent kid either. Look.
I'm no scientist,
Deku, don't start on your rant.
but I think moms play a very important role in society.
I would have to agree.
Of course.
They do? I'm afraid I wouldn't know.
Too dark.
Without moms, who would drive us to soccer practice?
What's soccer?
Who else would tell us that it's not okay to eat cupcakes for breakfast?
My sperm donor was sure to remind me every day.
And who else would point at construction workers and say, that's why you need to get a college education, James?
Or personal training from hell.
Todoroki.
Shut the hell up, you ice-hurt bastard.
We can talk about your family issues later, but please, you're hurting my heart. Yes, we promise you, we'll help you get through this.
I apologize.
Oh, and I guess they also give birth to you and take care of you, but like, anyone could do that.
Except Bakugo. Hey. Dude, let's face it, any kids you see, you just yell at them. 'Cause they're annoying.
Which is why you wouldn't do great.
Now, before I talk about how I was raised,
Oh? Are we getting a Midoriya backstory?
I just want to give out this disclaimer that my mom is a great mom.
I wouldn't doubt that.
She loves me. At least, she used to.
What do you mean? Idiot. Of course she does, you ass.
If you asked me when I was 15 if my mom was a good mom, 15-year-old me would have said, no.
But, you're 15 now?
But your mom seems so nice, Kiro.
Stop fucking around, Deku.
Okay, but like, when I was little, I'd be talking with my friends, and we would be talking about our parents, and they would say stuff like, yeah, my mom lets me stay up till midnight, and she lets me play really graphic and vulgar video games.
I get it. So like this too?
Yeah, my mom doesn't care if I wear clothes with skulls on them.
The fuck are you trying to say?
Wahahaha.
And she lets me eat an entire tub of ice cream for dinner.
I never did that. Who the fuck would even do that? It's gross.
My mom lets me play with knives.
I can oddly see that. Me too. It was a joke, guys.
And I used to think that their moms were so much cooler for letting my friends have that much fun. But now, as an adult, I realize the sad truth.
You're still 15 midoriya. Besides that fact, what did you realize?
That these kids' moms weren't cooler, they just cared about them less.
Triggered. Good things come to those who wait, Todoroki.
Todoroki, please, kindly please, stop being negative and be depressed somewhere else. Please and thank you. We'll talk it through tonight.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying every mom out there is perfect, but a mom who takes the time to make a responsible member of society is pretty high up on the good mom list.
You know, I used to think like you, Midoriya. As a kid I didn't think my mom was cool, but looking at it now, she was just watching over me.
Mothers play a very important role in our lives and society.
Which can also go for any parental guardian.
Anyways, I love you, Mom, and now I'll immortalize and monetize some of that love.
Monetize? Your mom's love gives you strength to be a hero?
Definitely. The same goes for me.
I suppose that goes for all of us. Well, to an extent.
When I was younger and still in need of adult supervision,
You still need it, asshole.
my mom would take me and my twin sister out to run errands with her.
That sounds like a disaster to me. Yup, just imagine the house arrest boys as kids.
I do not wish to think of that.
And as you would expect, we were rowdy and wanted to do our own thing.
Of course you were. Shut the hell up.
But my mom was prepared for this.
What would she do?
Was it a punishment?
She would bring 2 plastic baggies filled with 10 M&Ms, and every time my sister or I misbehaved, she would eat an M&M right in front of us. And she made sure we saw her eat our M&Ms.
That's so unmanly.
I would have cried. That's so sad.
Auntie was different, to say the least. That was one of the calmest and nicest responses you've ever said. I'm not going to disrespect her, you bird box piece of shit. Valid.
She didn't give us a warning either. If we did anything remotely bad, she would say, hey, look at me.
And then what? She would eat an M&M, idiot.
That's like the worst feeling a child would ever feel.
I'm now starting to see how different we all grew up. Barely. Touché. Wee.
And I think that parenting technique is the psychological reason that M&Ms are my favorite candy bar. I'm a good boy.
M&Ms are candy bars?
I thought they were just pieces of chocolate.
Something me and my sister really like doing
Deku, shut it.
Well, now you have to tell us.
was hiding in those circular racks of clothes that they have set up in department stores.
Oh, I remember doing that too. Good memories.
Being in the middle of one of those racks is such a surreal experience. I totally recommend it.
I've never done that before, but I don't think I'll even fit in it anymore.
Maybe one day we'll find a big enough rack, Kiro.
But my mom didn't like it when we had fun, so she had to reach her arm in and try and grab us.
I hated when my mom would do that. It's totally nerve-wracking. Would an employee ever pass by? Haha, the employee would be like,
Do you need any help?
and then moms would answer.
Oh no, I'm just trying to get something in the back. There's a really nice belt that would be great for spanking my misbehaving children!
Literally.
Oh my, I don't think there was ever a time where I was spanked as a child.
Neither do I.
Of course it's you too.
Even I was spanked.
I was spanked as a kid.
You were? Did you not know that? The fuck? No. Didn't think auntie had it in her, hahaha.
Nothing too bad. I probably deserved it anyway.
What would you do?
Yeah, I wouldn't take you for a bad kid,
I don't remember any specific actions I did that earned a spanking, but I do remember outrunning my mom a lot.
Ah, those were the days. Haha, I bet I'd outran his mom a lot. I would never do such a thing.
Yeah, she would just not give him orange juice, Kiro.
I told you that in confidence. Bwahahahahahahaha. Other than Ida, I feel like Bakugo would do the opposite. Hey. What do you mean? Like, fight back?
I could see that.
Well, he wouldn't go down without a fight. Shut the hell up, Deku. Hahaha. Is there anything else we should know about?
Another thing my mom did when I was very little was sometimes when she was washing her hands, she would turn to me and go, achoo, and flick water in my face.
I don't get it. Of course you don't. It's a harmless joke, just pretending to sneeze on someone.
That doesn't sound like a pleasant joke.
It really bothered me, but I never spoke out about it. And one day I just couldn't handle it anymore and I started crying.
And did your mom say anything?
Why are you crying?
Did you tell her that it bothered you?
No. Haha.
But I was too sad to articulate how I was really feeling.
Nerd couldn't even be understood, haha.
I think we've all seen Midoriya cry enough times to be able to envision how he sounded. And make out what he's saying too.
Wait, did she ever say anything about it?
If you ask her about this today, she'll say that she doesn't remember doing that sneeze gag ever, but I remember it. Vividly.
That left you traumatized? Because of water?
I understand your trauma, Midoriya. And it shows. Bakugo. Ha 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 ha. Anyways. Did you ever do something about it, Midoriya?
So to get back at her,
You got her back? What would you do?
I put a rubber band around the dish sprayer, so when you turn on the sink, it would spray water at you.
Midoriya.
Hahaha. You're a savage, Midoriya.
Yeah, a real prankster hair. If I were to do that, I think I would have gotten flat. Did you mean slapped? Or spanked? No, flat.
Come to think of it, I do remember one reason I was spanked.
Oh yeah? What was it?
Every time one of my siblings insulted another sibling or told them to shut up, we would have to pay them 50 cents.
Why do I now feel that Deku was the one who gave Bakugo the most money?
I was a rich kid.
This resulted in a really weird dynamic when it came to insults. We would get excited when someone called us a name.
I wonder how that conversation went.
Mom, Luke called me a butthole!
Haha.
That's 50 cents!
And then Kaken would say, Deku.
Woo! I'm rich!
As I said, I was a rich kid, dickwad. With $6 in your piggy bank.
But sometimes us kids would just be messing around with each other and we didn't really mean the insults.
So we would feel bad taking someone else's 50 cents.
I suppose it shows that they had some sort of compassion. How considerate.
Like someone would say, hey James, what's 6 plus 6? And I would say, 9, idiot.
I did not say 9, dumbus.
Wow, Bakugo. I thought you were smarter than that.
Shut up.
And my mom would hear me and say, James, that's 50 cents. And my sister would feel bad, so she would insult me back and say, James, you're an unpleasant person. Aw.
Would that be Midoriya's swear words? I think that was just because he felt bad. I'm starting to think he used swear words, Kiro.
Swear words cost you $5. That's why I don't swear in videos. But now I can afford it. So, you, Mom.
Midoriya. I hate to be the one to ask, but why is it censored? Auntie had me put a sensor chip in his phone. So, she knows about this? Duh.
You piece of
Oh Midoriya, you have such a potty mouth. The fact that it says intense bleeping.
I was just about to say.
Would your mom ever wash your mouth out with soap? I heard that was a thing.
My mom never washed her mouths out with soap. She wasn't that kind of person, but she did threaten to if we swore.
I feel like there's more to this.
And one time after I said a pretty naughty word.
What was it? I don't think the censorship would let him.
Penis.
Looks like Spaces broke the system.
Damn it, Deku. Wait, what did she say?
She said, if you don't behave, I'm going to get the soap.
My mom would have thrown me through a wall if I talked to her like that. Whoa, your guy's parents are intense. Well, his quirk is hardening, so I'm sure each parent had a punishment based on their quirks. Oh yeah, used to be a spanking, but then I hardened on her one time and she just does that. Still does it to this day. Yeah, she's strong as hell. So manly.
Wait, Midoriya, what did you say after that?
And I said, I don't care, soap tastes good.
I would have been stunned in silence.
Auntie was. Then she said.
Alright, you big dingus, shove this in your mouth. You won't do it, no balls.
I, for one, would love to meet your mom.
Calling him on his bluff, at such a young age. She wasn't like this when we met her.
Quite the opposite, really, Kiro.
So I bit into it and immediately regretted it.
Oh right, the soap.
Sorry, Midoriya, just your mom's responses to things has us with whiplash over here.
Well, isn't that still a thing online? What is?
Now people are eating soap for views. So I guess we never grow up.
That's horrible.
They are still doing that? Yup.
Did anyone else's parents put a password on the family computer? Because my parents did, and I didn't know we were the only family that did that.
I actually had my own computer. Of course you did. Yes. My parents would put a fucking password.
Ashido. Please calm down.
Sorry, Ida. Just triggered over here.
I'm sure there's a good number of us who had passwords on the family computer Midoriya.
We had a rule in the house that we were only allowed to be on the family computer for however long we read a book for.
With the amount of fan fiction I read, I'd have indefinite access to the computer.
Fan fiction? About what?
But luckily, I would just read a book for 15 minutes, get my mom to type in the password, and then she would just forget that I was on the computer and let me stay on for hours. And I played a lot of Neopets and RuneScape.
Midoriya, you cheater. I bet Bakugo only knows that because he would be right by his side watching those videos.
Most definitely. Why don't you extras ever shut the hell up?
Also, I wasn't allowed to have a TV or a computer in my room because then I would have easy access to inappropriate animes.
I knew it.
No. Midoriya. I thought you were different. It was too good to be true.
When I was little, cell phones were a thing, but my mom didn't let me have one, so I had to talk to all my friends over a landline.
That I can relate to. But because there was no money to buy me one.
I'm starting to think you had a worse childhood than I did. I feel your sarcasm from here, Todoroki.
What's a landline?
I hope I don't have to explain what that is, because that would make me feel really old,
We're still the same age, dude.
and I'm supposed to be in the prime of my life.
I feel like you're right, but I don't think we're actually supposed to be in the prime of anything because we're still young. The most insightful thing you've said all day.
Which is saying something.
You guys really know where to hit me where it hurts.
But really, what is it?
But basically it meant if I was upstairs in my room talking to a friend,
You lived in an apartment. You had no stairs.
my mom could grab a phone downstairs in the kitchen and just join in our conversation completely uninvited.
I hated when that happened. Yeah, sometimes it was really uncalled for. It would scare me sometimes, Kiro.
It's a complete invasion of privacy. What if it was a private call? Dude, we were like 5.
It didn't matter who I was talking to, I'd be having a conversation like this. I think the reason I internalize and hide away all my problems is because of how invasive my mom is in my personal life.
Wait. That's the conversation you would have as a freaking child? So mature at such a young age.
James, get off the phone and do the dishes.
Mom, I'm on the phone!
What would she say to that? Bwahahahaha. She would say,
Wow, I can't believe you said that to the person who gave birth to you. So what are you two losers talking about?
that's odd. No way she would say that.
I like your mom already, Midoriya.
Luckily, I would almost never be talking to a girl.
You scared the girls away with your muttering.
So at least that didn't happen.
Why am I feeling for you, Midoriya? Because girls were terrified of him.
Were, not no more Deku.
This other time, my mom was giving me and my sister a ride to school, and on the radio, she was listening to the worst subgenre of rock music,
Which was?
Christian rock. Just kidding, you can like whatever you want.
I don't care. Just don't remind me, you damn nerd. Be that as it may, what happened?
Anyway, we were pulling up to the school, and I told my mom to turn the music down.
Oh. I sensed some extreme savagery.
What did she say? Kiro.
She was like,
What? Why?
and then Deku said this. Say it, asswipe.
Because I don't want people to think I listen to this, Mom.
How hurtful, Deku. Yeah, man, if Christian rock is what she likes, then you really shouldn't judge what she listens to, let alone anyone.
I like the music where people scream in your ears. Oh. A fellow emo, I see.
You see, I was in junior high, so I cared a lot about what other people cared about.
Oh yeah. Around the time where we get our quirks and anonymously decide where we fit in society. That's surprisingly deep. And sadly true.
So she turned the music down, but as we stepped out of the car,
Okay?
she turned the volume all the way back up and blasted the music for everyone to hear.
How the fuck did you know that was the song she blasted?
Was it really?
It's a classic, man. And the only Christian song I know.
Looking back at the situation, I think that's pretty hilarious. GG, Mom.
GG.
Damn, Ida, you're such a dad.
So you even know what it means?
It means good game, Ashido.
Are you a gamer?
No further questions, please.
These aren't all the times my mom embarrassed me, but those are all the ones I'm going to include in this video.
Aw man. I wanted to hear more.
It seems like you could also have a lot on Bakugo, since you've known him your whole life. Oh right, any stories on him? Well, Deku. Fuck you, shut up. Well, this I have to hear. Well, this is on both of us, but...
I didn't even mention the time when I was 4 when my twin sister wanted to do ballet lessons, but she didn't want to do them alone, so my mom signed me up for lessons too.
Is that why Bakugo is so aerodynamic?
You're right. It must have been the ballerina lessons.
It was ballet. Don't call me a fucking ballerina. So you admit it? Fuck you. He didn't deny. Wait, is that why Midoriya is so smooth with his moves too? Looks like it paid off.
And you owe it to her.
Yeah. If you could say anything to your mom right now, what would it be?
Love you, Mom. You made me like this.
I love you too, sweetie.
Mrs. Midoriya? What a surprise.
If I may ask, how did you get on this group chat, Mrs. Midoriya? Mother's intuition.
Pullover is offline.
That didn't answer the question. I think it did.
Oh shit. Deku, Auntie is calling me. Please don't tell me today is Sunday. It is Sunday. Fucking Deku. We're late for our lesson, you asshole. Oh man, oh man. Race you there. Bone Breaker is offline. You dick. Explosions is offline. What just happened?
I think Midoriya and Bakugo were late to their ballet lessons, Kiro.
They are still doing that. If their moves are that flawless, then maybe I should consider joining a class.
I'm signing up right now. Anyone else want to join me? I'm signing up online in the common area. Oh me.
I'll join too. Wouldn't hurt if it'll help with some training. I'll come join too. Alright everyone. Let's all head to the common area to sign up for lessons. Let's all be the best heroes we could be with any training we could get. Is this really how we're spending our Sunday?
Yes.
Whoa. Alright then, on my way down.
A few weeks later. In real life. Aizawa was in his office, when his door slammed open and was greeted by his coworkers.
How the hell are your students moving so effortlessly?
What are you teaching your students that I'm not?
I will say, I'm impressed with the new technique you're using to teach your class. I would very much appreciate it if you told us your secrets about your new way of teaching. I didn't do this.
Bullshit.
Midnight. Look, they took it upon themselves to take ballet lessons as a form of training. What? Yes, so if you'll excuse me, I have to drive 20 students to their lessons today.
Are you wearing black ballet shoes?
It's an excellent form of training. Thank you very much.
Aizawa walked out of the office, leaving them stunned in silence.
Well, now I know what I'm adding to the yearly curriculum.